This week's video is all about the most Italian topic there is, food. From a countryside barbecue to a big family lunch at a restaurant and to the simple home cooked meals using what we grow in our garden. Here is everything we ate this week in Sicily. It's 25th of April today, and it's a Liberation Day in Italy, a national holiday that marks the end of Second World War and the fall of fascism. It's typical to spend the day in the countryside with family or friends, and we are doing just that. So our friends invited us for a barbecue, and as always in Sicily, it's mostly about the meat, especially sausage. They really love their sausage here.
Vieni qua.
Il grasso dà sapore.
Hanno detto che è scientificamente approvato a fare... Ma non sono abituato a piangere io!
Buono?
I should add a bit more salt, now you try first.
Ah. I think this girl spotted a weakling. She knew I couldn't refuse not to give her any sausage, so she got a couple of pieces because I was so full. On the way back from a barbecue, my husband suddenly turned into a petrol station, and not for fuel, but because he spotted an ice cream van filling up, and of course it was his good friend. And it was such a hot day that it was all the convincing we needed. So a few minutes later, we were happily eating our ice cream. Totally unplanned, but so very Sicilian. Day two of going out. Yesterday was a barbecue day. Today we are a bit more elegant. My designer is Nino's mom. She always dresses me nicely. And we're going to baptism today. So first is a church and then nice dinner with a nice view.
So between the church, so the baptism and the dinner, we have a little bit of time. So we decided to come to the port of Castellamare, which is one of the most beautiful one in the area. And of course, it's fantastic. In the meantime, we're gonna waste probably half an hour here before we head up to the restaurant.
Shall we show where is the restaurant?
Oh yeah, it's up there. Yeah, in the big wall, just right behind.
Yeah, we're going there for dinner tonight.
Yeah, so we can even see from here if it's open or not.
We're eating tonight in here. Well, we arrived at the restaurant early, as always, and we had to wait for the rest of the group, so my husband kept himself entertained with breadsticks. The views from the location were amazing, and we had our appetizers on the outdoor terrace.
Dinner is starting. Tartina with salmon.
L'ha messa all'altro lato.
Eventually, it was time to head inside and finally start with the delicious food.
Perché fa l'applauso? Riesce a fare l'applauso col bicchiere in mano, è incredibile, se qualcuno mi riesce a fare. Prego, prego, prego.
Andata di uscire, usciamo andata.
Una settimana. Dove c'è la X? Lei dove c'è la Y? E tu la metterai via qua? Se tocca lontano. Ah, quello è buono, scusi. Porto un po' di cuore. Sembra che nel prossimo anno senza cuore, giusto? Ah, però se può prendere il posto, tanto ringrazia, la l'inchino, il chino anche da questa parte, perfetto, anche da questa parte. Allora c'è l'ultimo cucina, questo senza niente, dopo l'ultima volta che era becco, e prese il bene. Ringrazio mamma e papà e il nostro Iber per avermi invitato nella brava.
Che gli fai visto? Ma bambino, è una giornata, sembra quando andiamo insieme così. E allora, praticamente facciamo, se poi la cosa della banca del vino, vado come un tecnico. Quindi il nostro regime, guardate questa cosa qua, dice, guarda qua, guarda, si ti fa vedere. Dopo? Va bene così? Diciamo che nella norma Io da quando ho visto che abbiamo molte persone, nei governi, nelle aziende, pure noi. Dice tu sei una persona che dai, tutti oggi con noi, dice sapete tutti oggi con noi, perché io sicuro che hanno fatto. Non è bisogno che ci siano per fare anni.
It was really lovely baptism dinner. Good company, beautiful views, and of course amazing food.
È vero nonna? Buon appetito,
And of
grazie.
course, the best part of the week are Sundays at my husband's parents' house. Nothing beats a big family lunch and homemade food, and my mother-in-law is a really good cook.
Ieri mattina ho lavorato. Quando avevi fatto, ci pare che abbiamo fatto il video quando c'era Mago Mago.
Che effetto di canna?
C'è una fetta di carne che è stabile. Non è stato.
Ne sono sicuro.
È chiaro. Si stacca dalla forchetta. Avevo boccato pane una settimana. Dopo ce ne dentro con questa pane c'è pane è quasi su pane dice. Io stamattina sono mercato nella pesca ma come pane.
Fatto un momento. Dice, no, la famiglia dice, mi porto, mi sono già educatissimo, ma io se delle male dalla famiglia di mia moglie, dice, io mi posso trattare a così. Che sono bravissimi, sia.
And of course, we had to have our homemade pizza. It's like our weekend reward for all the hard work during the week. It's simple, satisfying, and always delicious. Nino goes for spicy salami with onion, while I usually stick to my favorite, a classic margarita.
The way he walks differently.
These trees are they're always that one is always the winner.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
And, yeah, it's quite clean.
Lots of cheese on the top of it. You start. Quite lovely. I used to drink the rain.
We had some leftover tomato sauce from yesterday's pizza, and I decided to make one of our favorites, pasta alla matriciana. And we always have some delicious smoked meat on hand, which adds so much flavor to the dish. And it's a simple dish, but full of flavor and really hearty. So we just love it.
Buono.
And of course, after a good meal, my husband went straight for a nap, while I got busy in the kitchen baking a lemon cake. Today it was a rainy day, but once the rain stopped, we went out to the garden to pick a few vegetables that we wanted to cook. We've got a couple coming over for a garden tour and little tasting of what we grow, so it was time to see what the garden had to offer. This time of the year, garden doesn't offer much, but we have a few delicious vegetables in our garden. First of all, we picked the star of our garden, Swiss chard. We also grabbed a few beautiful, crunchy and spicy radishes. And of course, plenty of fresh and delicious spinach. And of course, the most time consuming part was washing all those leafy greens. They were extra muddy after the rain. I think I spent a whole hour just trying to clean everything. I decided to cook the Swiss chard the typical way, with olive oil, garlic, and a few anchovies. Simple but so tasty. That will be one of our meals for tomorrow. And then it was time to make dinner. We kept it simple, just some raw spinach with olive oil, salt, pepper, and squeeze of lemon. And Nino took care of the pork loin. Of course, he's always the one handling the meat.
No dinner with a bachetto.
Buon appetito.
Buon appetito, amore mio. Enjoy.
Lots of lemon, so...
Spinach for me.
Luckily, next morning was nice and sunny, and I finished cooking the rest of the dishes in the morning because I like to make everything as fresh as possible. And one of the dishes was frittata with spinach and our fresh eggs. Simple but so full of flavor. We had such a lovely time showing our guests around the garden and, of course, tasting all the abundance it has to offer. It's always so special sharing what we grow with others. This week been really nice. We've been eating so much good food and everything was really delicious and we enjoyed. Who wouldn't like to come to Sicily and just eat all the way through the Sicilian cuisine? It's wonderful. And today I'm in my favorite spot, back to our usual routes, to our garden, and I'm under this beautiful tree of mulberry that is starting to produce beautiful berries. Here is one of them. We have so many this year and I've been eating every day. I come here and I just stand here for half an hour and eat anything I can find. And believe me, this tree is never lacking. It's producing so much. And I eat it without washing. I just pick and I eat. And I remember my grandmother's garden when she used to grow different berries around and I used to go in the garden and just eat like that. And I think that's the most beautiful thing, when you can go to your garden and eat the things that are growing in your garden. Such a beautiful things. We hope you are having a nice week too. You are enjoying your food and you enjoyed our video. If you did, please like, make a comment, and we'll see you next week as always. Ciao!